Hello, everybody, and welcome to this open web meeting. First of all, I would like to wish you all the best for this new year. Today, we will talk about how to win the Industry 4.0 revolution in working with the best partners and adopting the right business model with the support of DIH². So what is the goal of the DIH² initiative? So first, we can say that we aim at supporting the strengths of Europe in robotics. And we can do that with a strong positioning of European players, not only large corporations, but also SMEs. We especially address three major points in supporting SMEs to get a strong positioning in adopting robotics, in targeting the right application and vertical businesses and bring an added value with robotics, in targeting and using the best technology to generate differentiation and competitive positioning, in adopting the right business and revenue models. The world is changing fast and it has a direct and strong impact on manufacturing. DIH² has received the support of European Commission to support SMEs to enter into agile production and to develop competitive advantage. We know that it requires specific resources and skills to enter into that game. This is the reason why DIH² will also financially support you, not only in finding the right partners, but also funding you with up to 248,000 euros for collaboration among 2 to 3 partners. This program will run for 10 months and develop technology for TRL 5 to TRL 7, and 26 projects will be supported, 3 per each call. 13 per each call. So hello, I'm Johan Boa, Innovation Developer at Blue Morpho. I'm pleased to welcome you to this open web meeting. At the right part of your screen, you will find a question box. Use it during the presentation to ask your questions. We will answer it at the end of this meeting. We will have a dedicated Q&A session to answer your question. Here you can see the open call process in a glance. The first stage of the open call was closed on the October 31st. We are currently in the matchmaking process that starts the 1st of November. And on the 3rd December, we have launched the second stage of the open call, where you need to create consortia with 2 to 3 partners with a minimum of 1 end user and 1 tech provider. Our goal today is to open web meeting to support you to prepare phase 2 in DIH². Some of you has already applied in phase 1. Now we have to build the consortium to apply to the phase 2 with the right partner addressing your technical needs. To help you through this process, we have structured the following content. So we will have a brief discussion about the Agile Production. We will move quite fast on the DIH² potential partner for you, and on the next step and the Q&A session at the end. So our speaker today, we have Hypernemo, who will be represented by Sergey, PAL Robotics with Luca, Pedro will represent Bresima, Constantin will represent RT, and Edgar for Recent. So we have treated in our previous open web meeting the importance of agile manufacturing, globally, of course, but also with a focus in Europe. Today, we would like to give you more time to our speakers and to you to ask your question. But before to go and let the speaker speak, just hear a few words about the agile and the consequences of agile in business model. So we can have a look to the new business and revenue model. It's a summary of our previous web meeting on this topic. So after I will ask you if you want to receive more detail and if you want to have the presentation on this topic. So the difference can be illustrated by individual component of business model. In essence, 4 factors describe a business model: who, are the target customer? What is the benefit that the company provides to its customer and most important partner in the value chain? How does the company deliver this benefit? And how does the company earn money? So this is the 4 main points that you have to keep in mind for the business model. And about the new revenue model, here, as you can see, there is new revenue model appearing through the Agile. I would say there is infrastructure, platform, or software as a services, and smart factories as services, like machine or equipment as a services. That is the new kind of revenue model. I invite you to keep this in mind when you will build your consortium. Here you can read a code that we like inside Blumorpho and that defines the agility. To be agile is to have the capability to survive and prosper in conditions of unpredictable change by reacting quickly and effectively to change markets. And one of the key to survive is to benefit from the best ecosystem. So we are glad to introduce you our speakers that are part of DIH² ecosystem, and we encourage you to join too. So now we will start the session with Hypernemo. And so Sergey, I will leave you the floor. Okay, go ahead, Sergey.
Yeah, okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Sergey. I'm the Business Development Director for Hypernemo in Finland. And Jan, thank you for giving the floor. So, we're the developer of laser technology, which is basically a project to introduce laser CNC-based machining to the broad glass industry. So we're a technology provider. So why we're doing that? Look, yeah, I see the slide. So the problem is that the glass industry, glass processing industry, so the factories which process glass in many ways and for different applications like construction, like electronics screens or automotive, they use really outdated technology in 95% of the cases. So mostly still it's mechanical scratching and then breaking of glass with some metal, some hard metal tools. It's really labor intensive industry, and roughly 5% of the industry plays the manufacturing companies use, for example, lasers in the process. Lasers are used only for very thin glass, like for iPhones. So why we want to disrupt the industry with a new solution, which is laser? Because we need to increase the edge quality, we need to strengthen the glass. We need to introduce new applications because new types of glass are always appearing, and nobody can effectively process them because the tools are really outdated. They are ancient, actually. Machinery is really huge and expensive and consuming lots of electricity and water and consumables, and actually generating lots of waste. And last but not the least is that it's not agile, so it's labor intensive, it's not digitally controllable, it's not on demand, it's not rapid, it's in 95% of the cases. So we're introducing laser, which is the technology which consists of two main pieces. First is our patented and totally new to the market laser source. This is a gas laser, which is very good for glass, and this is our core competence, and it's patented. And we introduce the 3D robotics technology, which will actually form 3D robot or CNC machine, whatever, which will be quite useful for machining glass in 2D and 3D, including freeform cutting and straight cutting and everything which the glass industry demands. And the solution actually solves most of the industry's problems, like eliminating waste, shrinking the machinery footprint, and dramatically increasing the quality. And as we're talking about rapid manufacturing, agile manufacturing, this is maybe the first attempt of wide deployment introduction of digitally controlled laser technology, like in metal production, but to the glass industry. And this is something which tells us that we are part of this industry 4.0 ecosystem. So again, we are going to transform the glass industry by replacing manual operations, by widening the usage and types of glass which are processed, and we are going to introduce, for the first time maybe, to introduce a widely usable technology, which is robotic, which is labor-free mostly, and which is digitally controlled, which is the clear direct path to the agile manufacturing in the glass industry. So we are now developing and starting sales of glaze technology this year. So we're going to the market now. We're working with many end users and other industry partners. We're looking for partners with specific, how to say, industry 4.0 solutions which we don't have in-house. Mainly this is IT solutions like Internet of Things kind of stuff, and something which can effectively connect our solution to the IT systems of the enterprise level, to manage the data, to manage the machinery, and all these complex things which are provided by the IT ecosystem, which is now developing in the Industry 4.0 world. So basically, this is all I wanted to say to you. And questions, I don't know, now or later.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Sergey, for the presentation. Yes, of course, for the question, people can ask the question in the question box, in the chat box, and after at the end of the open web meeting, we will have a dedicated Q&A session, and we will pick up some questions and answer them. We are going to speak with Palo Robotics. So now, Luca, I'm going to give you the control and leave you the floor. So the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Luca, and I work as the account executive in Palo Robotics. Okay, let's skip to there we go. All right, so a little bit about us. Palo Robotics was founded in 2004 in Barcelona. Our mission is to create cutting-edge disruptive robotics that improve society's quality of life. Mainly, we develop customizable, tailor-made platforms and robotic parts adjusted to people's specific needs. And more than anything, we design and manufacture integrated and reliable solutions for service industries and research institutions worldwide. With over 15 years of experience in research and development, today we are well known for our humanoid and mobile robots, which are currently being used in research and development, retail, industry, logistics, hospitality, automotive, and aerospace fields. And with this experience, we are a suitable partner to help you integrate cutting-edge robotics into your business. One of our products, which are particularly suitable for industrial use, is our Tiago robotic platform with its highly customizable and modular configurations. It is ideal for usage in manipulative, collaboration, and human robotic interactive tasks because it is easily upgradable and configurable to adapt to any research needs you might have. Tiago Base is a mobile base with 100 kilogram payloads, which means that it is an ideal tool to be used in logistics, research, and industry. And because of its shape, which is very configurable and can be implemented for basically any needs you might have in an industry setting, it can be also used as a platform for your own robotic solution. And of course, just like Tiago in the previous slide, it is very configurable and we can adapt it to basically anything you might need. And then lastly, a platform that I would like to point out is our Talos, which is our flagship bipedal humanoid robot, which integrates cutting-edge robotics technology. It has many possible applications, but it is particularly suitable for industrial tasks that require strength and dexterity. It is the size of an average human at 175 centimeters, and it's able to lift up to 6 kilograms with his arms. So with every new pilot and every collaboration that we have, we are able to increase our knowledge and experience in standardization of activities, as well as test capabilities of collaborative robotics in the automation sector. We are also actively cooperating with numerous European partners in several fields via more than 15 funded EU projects in fields such as healthcare, industry, and research and development. So here you can see our contact details. Thank you very much for your attention. And of course, we're open to any inquiries or additional information that you might need from us.
Okay, thank you, Luca, for this presentation. Now we are going to move and continue the discussion with Brezima and in particular with Pedro. So Pedro, I give you the control and leave you the floor. So please go ahead.
Hello. Good morning to all. My name is Pedro Neno. I'm the marketing director of a Portuguese company called Brezima Automação, and I'm going to present to all of you my company, in this case regarding the project DIH². Brezima Automação is a SMA company. It's a Portuguese company founded in 1982. It's a company specialized in equipment, and systems, and solutions for industrial automation. We have 37 years presence in the market, so Brezima is very recognized in our market for the products that we commercialize, for the portfolio and innovative solutions that we present to our clients. Here, these images, you could see some examples of our team and our company. Sorry, next slide. Besides the business area that we have to sell products, we represent 27 brands of automation. Beside that, we have a specialized team, a department that it's called Azatec, to develop projects of automation, integrated projects. And beside that, we provide after-sales service for Brezima automation products. Azatec, it's also a registered trademark of a software that we have, that we integrate in our projects. It was developed in-house, and it's our software to integrate in our hardware that we sell. Here you have some examples of areas that we work, robotics and industrial automation, supervision and control, artificial vision systems, where we are very strong, technical building management, service systems, and motion control that we integrate in our services, and the software development. So you could have an idea what we do is an example. I think it's important for all of you and for the companies that are looking for a partner in DIH², as we are looking for a partner to integrate this project. I will present a case study. The problem that sometimes we have, it's our clients need to automate production lines in order to reduce production time, to low cost production, or to avoid human mistakes. One solution that our client request us, and it's very demanding here today in Portugal, it's to implement artificial vision solutions complemented with robotized tasks. It's a solution to solve many problems that our clients have in production lines. Our engineering department need to understand the problem, and we have a specialized team then to make mechanical project and to develop a tailored hardware and software solution adapted to client needs. Each project has specific details that must be considered. It's not a solution equal to everybody, must be adapted. And at this example, you could see at the image, our technician set up hardware and software in order to program a robot with artificial vision to identify parts inside a bin, and then the robot must pick this part in a specific position and then place in the production line with high accuracy. This process is only possible due to the integration of this hardware with cameras, illumination, and high capacity image processors, and the software that control all of these in this stage of process. What differentiate Bresimar from the others? It's this. It's we have a portfolio of brands, so we could use the brands that we work with, and we have expertise on that. We do the mechanical project, and we have software, and we offer a complete solution. So our engineering, as I explained, our engineering department study the problem and then present a solution adapted to client needs. After client approval, we implement, and it's simply it's this. These automation solutions could be customized and adapted to client needs, and we have experience in areas as food, cork, plastic, ceramic, glass, automotive. It's the most common that we work in Portugal. We work outside of Portugal, but our core it's here in Portugal. Our market it's here, and we provide this technical assistance. It's very important to our client because ensure a non-stop production process. This department inside Bresimar was created in 2001, and several industrial areas and challenges has doted my team with experience, with this recognized experience. This is an example what I'm talking about. It's a combination with robots. We work with Denso Robots. It's a very known brand of robots, and also we work with Canon to the 3D vision part that identify the parts inside of the bin. You could see on the main screen, and then we have also a tray, a vibrant tray, to rotate the parts so the robot could pick up the parts. It's another way to solve the problem sometimes. At the end, just to present you this solution, it's also composed by a robot and a back-off XTS solution. It's a magnetic conveyor, and we could all integrate this. Beside two brands, we could integrate all of this back off and then so with one controller with our software. It's basically it's this. I let you my contact if there is any question or If you need something, please contact me. And thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you, Pedro, for this presentation. So let's continue this discussion now with Artie, and I will leave the control to Konstantin. So now, Konstantin, please go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Hello to everyone. My name is Konstantin Mautner-Lasnik. I'm the CEO of Artie, and we are a very young startup from Austria, coming from Graz, and we are from the academia. And so we develop software for autonomous robots, so mobile robot platforms. And let's see, okay. And we see a lot of demand in building all kind of robotic platforms. So coming from AGVs or all kind of electric-driven platforms, not only in the logistics sector, but almost everywhere. And the complexity is, of course, increasing. So the demand for the platform to go from anywhere to anywhere is a rather complex problem, because you need to deal with all kind of different tasks at the same time. And if you are, let's say, you are new to the robotic field, or you have different kind of focus areas, you need a partner to couple up with and deal with all kind of these problems, because of course you want to have state-of-the-art solutions for things like localization mappings or understanding the environment. You need planning approaches for very dynamic and complex environments as well. But all the other things applies the same principle. So the problem is you need to be an expert in all kind of different things, which are rather difficult. And that's where we came in and say, let's build some kind of kits. We call them AI kits, and customers can come to us and assembly for their solution to get the, let's say, their missing link. So if a customer, for example, already has some robotic solution and is always struggling with their localization, or they for the first time want to go outside of the building and use modern approaches for object recognition, for deep learning, for example, they can come to us and get a software kit, and we then have a minimum requirement from the hardware perspective. We also offer hardware ready configured models for the software component as well. And the idea is like, as you can see it, you can stack it together as you required for your solution. You say, okay, let's pick the object detection and routing algorithm. There are, of course, some kits not available yet, but I will come to that point a little later. And the customer can then plug it in after a short integration time together. They can use it for their complete product line in the end, and then have a finished autonomous behavior for their mobile robot system, or for their platform in the end. Things like routing the robot completely autonomous to a docking station, for example, or following a person, but also very smaller kind of kits, like the navigation or the localization as well. Yeah. And here's, for example, one of our kits. So this describes some basic needs for this setup. It's a normal laser lidar scanner, almost at the bottom, and it's for basic usage for, let's say, object tracking or following a person. And the difference there to many other companies, what they basically offer is that we don't have limitation to what kind of robot or what kind of machine is using the technology. So we build up the full system so it's usable everywhere. So not only inside, but outdoor or even in mixed environments. And it's very, very easy to configure it right. And then you can basically track all kind of objects, for example, or let's say you want to have a basic navigation with almost no effort. Then you can pick that and you're up and running within less than 2 weeks, for example, and your product is ready for shipment. The other thing is, for example, pay. This one is used for localization. So if you're, let's say, you require a very high accuracy localization in long-range environments, so in a cityscape environment, for example, and again, it's for outdoor and indoor as well, so there are no limitations on that side. And again, it's also shipped with the mapping, so you can switch the mapping on, map the environment without the need to come to us, and then get localized within that area for multiple machines, for example. So we also provide some individual software development for autonomous mobile machines. We also work with several customers abroad. We're currently searching for a customer within Austria. So we have some customers in Germany and in Italy or Slovenia. We have also some experience with funding or EU projects, but we're also very interested in all kind of partnerships. So don't hesitate to get in touch with us, and for more information, we are very open for discussions about all kind of topics. So thank you on my side.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Konstantin, for this presentation. So now we are going to move to our last speaker. So we are going to speak with to Edgar. So Edgar, I'm going to give you and share with you the control. Okay, so the floor is yours. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Johan. My name is Edgar Scherleitner. I'm from Recent. Recent is a research center for non-destructive testing. So we are a technology provider, and we are located in Austria, in Linz, at the university campus directly. And yeah, we are around 40 employees, 35 scientific employees, and we have basically 6 research groups and 6 technology areas that we are doing research on. The first is infrared and Raman spectroscopy, which is very suitable for chemical process monitoring and and also temperature measurements, spectroscopic. The second is optical coherence tomography, which is a technology for imaging of very thin layers of polymers or ceramics and other non-conducting materials. And terahertz technology is also known from the airport scanners, for example, and it's a method for imaging and doing spectroscopy on non-conducting materials like polymers, like ceramics, or some other materials that are non-metallic and non-contacting. The second area is the acoustics. It's my area actually that I'm responsible for. The main method there is laser ultrasound, and it's divided in 3 subgroups. The first is called laser ultrasound, which has its applications more on the larger scale, on, for example, testing weld seams or large aerospace parts. And laser ultrasound is actually very similar to the normally known ultrasound, but it's a non-contact method where the ultrasound is excited and detected by lasers, so non-contact and automatable. Photoacoustics, it's also a variation of laser ultrasound, but more for biological materials. And physical and computational acoustics is a group which deals with a lot of simulations for laser ultrasound, and also very high frequency laser ultrasound, where we have some cooperations with the semiconductor industry for characterizing thin films on silicon wafers, for example. The next slide is, thank you. So we are actually in DIH², we are actually targeting the topics real-time production monitoring. The sensor technologies I've already mentioned before are those that we can provide. And we also use robots to move our sensors, particularly, of course, for large parts, train car bodies, wind turbine blades, shipbuilding parts, or in the aerospace manufacturing. For example, we are currently in an EU project where we are building a scanning system for large aerospace parts with KUKA, for example, where we have a laser ultrasonic scanning system mounted on the robot, which scans aerospace parts made of CFRP, so carbon fiber reinforced plastics. Yeah, we are an RTO, so technology provider. Sorry, this was one too much. And we are also a DIH registered as a DIH ourselves. So there is no problem to get in contact and in projects with us. Finally, I'm sorry, it's just always doing two slides at the same moment. Right. So finally, that's it. No, I'm doing nothing, but it's moving anyway.
Is it a good slide, or you want the next one?
The next one, please.
The next one, please.
All right. Yeah. So that's the location of us in Linz, and yeah, here is also the contact. And I'm doing nothing. Okay. That's also here. This is the contact. It's me. I'm acoustic area manager, and our CEO Peter Burkholz. If you have any interest or questions.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Edgar. And sorry for the slide moving by themselves. I don't know what happened. So some strange of the PowerPoint. Okay, good. So now what to do next? So there is different brokerage events. So different European region, part of the DIH² across Europe, organize brokerage events to support your EU during the phase 2 application. I think the major part here is already in contact with the country representative, but if you are not, you can refer to this to get the detail and the contact information. So please keep this in mind. If you want to find your representative in your region, go ahead and have a look on this webpage. So the webinar today is the last one from a long series. So here on this slide, you will have an overview about the different company already present in our previous webinar. So you will have the name of the company and a few words about what they are offering. So if you see something interesting here, do not hesitate to contact us. And it will be a pleasure for us to share with you the contact information or the more detail, more information about them. Okay. And inside Blue Morpho, the expert and the entry point is Mira, my colleague, in charge of this project. So here you find our contact information. So do not hesitate to contact her if you have any question for her. Okay, good. Perfect. So now we are going to move to the Q&A session. So perfect. Just hold on a second. Like I can get the question that you have asked during all the meeting. Okay, perfect. So I have a first question. It's for Brezima. So the question is the following one: Do you make data management in your solution? For example, like acquisition and leaking process and robot data, as infrastructure play a role within the robotized manufacturing concept? So that is a question for you. So Pedro, can you answer this about the data management inside Brezima?
Hello. Depends, and I answer depend on the client requirement. Data acquisition and data management depend on the project. If our projects require data management, we do with some data logger, and then if the client needs the data that must be extracted and presented, we do that. But it's not our core. We do if the client need that kind of service. But yes, we have expertise to do that.
Okay, understood. So you have the knowledge, but it's not something that you put at default inside your project. Understood. It depending on the customer request. Okay, good, understand. So I have another question. It's for Hypermemo. Sergey, I have a question for you. So are you looking for some kind of partnership to build your Industry 4.0 ecosystem?
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're looking for partnerships, as I actually told before. We're looking for partnerships in IoT space, in IT space, so that we could connect our hardware solutions and CNC solutions to the enterprise level systems, and further on to data management systems, to predictive maintenance systems, and other types of systems from the IoT domain. That's what we're looking for.
Okay. Okay, and I have another question for you, Sergey. Still, we are talking with you. So, could you elaborate a bit more on the impact that you are going to make on the industry? Could you give us more information on this?
Okay. The impact that we do is turning the glass processing industry from a labor-intensive and pretty dirty industry to a digitally controlled, rapid, agile manufacturing industry. And introducing laser processing actually gives this opportunity, because lasers can be controlled digitally, and lasers can be controlled precisely and remotely, so that the solution that we provide actually gives this clear path to the industry 4.0 future. Okay. When the glass industry can go within the same pace as other manufacturing and the material processing industries.
Okay, good. Thank you, Sergey, for this answer. So now I have another question. It's from Luca from PAL Robotics. So about your solution. So have you tested any of this robotic solution in the real environment? So please, Luca, if you could answer this.
Perfect. Thank you for the question. And yes, of course, quite a few of our robots have been used all over the world, actually, in a large number of universities, retailers, shopping centers, factories, even governmental facilities. As a nice example, I can point out our bipedal robot Talos that I showed in one of my slides, which is currently being used by Airbus in one of their factories.
Okay, okay, good. So your solution is quite mature. Still, as we are talking with you, Luca, I have another question for you. So as we have seen in your presentation, you have been mentioning various European projects that you are involved. And can you expand a bit on what is typically your role in this project?
Hello, everybody. My name is Sarah. I'm here with Luca, and I am the EU project manager. So maybe I can answer this question for robotics. Yes, we are also quite active in the field of European projects. We have more than 15 ongoing, and our typical role is to provide the demonstrator. So the starting point is always one of our existing platforms, and then we customize them according to the requirements of the project. So we work a lot in very strict contact with the end users. Then we also work on the development of the software, as well as on the dissemination and exploitation activities. Okay, thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you, Sarah, for this answering and to be there with Luca to this project. Okay, so another question to Brezima. So I'm back to you, Pedro. So what kind of collaboration are you looking inside the DIH² event? Are you looking for technology provider? You are looking for end user?
Hello again. Yes, we are looking to an end user that need our solution. I think this could be the most benefit for the end user and for the project to use this project to finance and to develop this solution. Most of them need this kind of project to develop his activities. But also, if we find a tech provider that could join us in some way, and we could make this consortium with 3 entities, with us and another tech provider and user, there is no problem. So we are open to all of us.
Yes. As I have understood about Brezima, you are here to make the connection between a technology provider and the end user who have a specific challenge to address, and you will be the glue and the company who is going to make the connection between the two worlds. Yeah. Okay, good. Perfect. Thank you for your answering. I have a question now for RT. So Constantin, here is a question. So who is your ideal customer and what kind of collaboration are you looking for?
So our ideal customer is someone who is very good at mechanical engineering, for example, is building up a new product and is not going to willing for building up a new AI or robotic department within their own company, for example, and but on the other hand need to go or come to the market very soon. So this could be all kind of let's say electric vehicles manufacturer in the end. This is our ideal customer in the logistics or in the or also in the delivery industry in the near future, for example. Yeah. And for the collaboration, we're hoping to find somebody who is let's say trying to already automate one of their products and need more expertise and out of the box working kits for mobile robotic platforms, especially for, let's say, obstacle avoidance in all kind of different environments, and going for the field, for the outdoor field would be the ice cream on the cake.
Okay, good, that's clear. So as you are here, just another question for you. What makes your solution different to the one on the market? So how can we differentiate your solution to the other one?
Mm-hmm. So the main difference is that it's built up with the mindset to be very universal. So it's not a target solution for one key area. So it took a little longer for development, but the idea is that real robots are getting ready for everything and getting ready for everywhere, especially. So if you choose to pick one of our kits, the idea is you're receiving updates due to our expertise of all our other customers, and so these solutions are bringing a real relief and not just a solution for one certain customer at the end customer, basically. And the design philosophy of being very model is also something where somebody abroad or a customer in the end can only pick this certain part and doesn't require to have a complete turnkey solution, which is sometimes not what they want.
Okay. Understood. Thank you for your answer. So now I have a last question, and it's for Recent as a research center. So Edgar, could you give us an example of collaboration with Recent?
Yeah, an example that I already mentioned in my presentation is the EU project with KUKA, for example. TWI in Great Britain is the project manager, which is a company which is a specialist in automation. And that would be exactly a good a combination for a project. So one specialist for automation and one end user, which is in this case an aerospace manufacturer in Italy. So that would be a good combination, because we would develop the non-destructive testing method, which can then be combined with an automated robotized setup for a specific application. For example, also not only aerospace industry, but we have many projects also in the automotive industry, for example, for weld inspection.
Okay, good, perfect. So thank you for this answer, and this question was the last one, and we are going to close this Q&A session. So perfect. Thank you all for participating to this open web meeting. Thank you to the speaker for this quite good presentation. And now I'm here just to wish you to have a nice day, and wish you all the best. Okay, thank you all.